Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is Selena. Welcome back to one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Selena and I release a crochet tutorial every week. So don't forget to subscribe if you like my videos and if you want a new crochet video every week. So today I'm bringing to you a gorgeous baby blanket. It's really easy to create. I've called it the Vintage Louis Blanket. And you can find the free pattern as always on my blog selenaveronique.com, and I will be writing everything down on the pattern and my blog and also in the down bar, so don't forget to check that out. And yeah, so this is absolutely gorgeous and easy to make. I used 3 skeins of Caron Baby Cakes. Again, I will be linking the exact shade that I used. I used also 1 skein of Stylecraft Special Aran, and I will be making my border with that. I used a 6mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. And I will be using US terms. So just so you know, this stitch is actually a granny square stitch, so it's a bit different than the normal granny square that we use usually, because this is called a solid granny square pattern, meaning that we just have rows of double crochets and not a lot of spaces. But I'm just going to walk you through this whole process in just 1 second, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So to begin, make a slip knot. So just go ahead and make a slip knot, pop your hook through, and what you are going to be doing is chaining 4. So just go ahead and chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once you've chained 4, you are simply going to slip stitch through the first chain like so. So just go ahead and slip stitch to form a ring. And once you've formed your ring, you are simply going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. So now we are simply going to be making 2 more double crochets into that space. So I've wrapped my yarn round and I'm just gonna finish 1 double crochet and go directly into that circle once again and place another double crochet into that. And now we have 3 double crochets like so, and I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and this will be our corners, but this will all make sense as we go along. And now we are simply going to make another cluster of 3 double crochets within that circle. So just go ahead and place 3 double crochets into that center space once again, and 3. And there we go, we've got another cluster of 3 double crochets. Oops. So basically this is, the beginning of this pattern is similar to that of a normal granny square. So now we are going to chain 2 for the corner and place another 3 double crochets within that circle. So just go ahead and place 3 double crochets into this center space and chain 2 and place another 3 double crochets into this center. Chain 2 and slip stitch to the first stitch like so. So you're just going to complete your first round by slip stitching into the third chain of the 3 chains that we did at the beginning. So I hope this makes sense. So basically we've got 4 clusters of 3 double crochets, and each cluster is separated by chain 2 space, and this is what the first round will look like. So for round 2 we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and what I like to do whilst I do a solid granny square is turn my work. So just flip your work like so, and this counts as our first double crochet that goes with this stitch right here. And what we are going to be doing, because we've got a corner space here, we're directly going to be working inside the corner. So just wrap your yarn around your hook and place 2 double crochets into that corner. So just go ahead and place 2 double crochets inside that space, 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and place another 2 double crochets inside that corner. So 1 and 2, and this is how we will be making our corners throughout, but I will be walking you through this step by step. And what we would usually do, so this is where it differs from the usual granny square. So what we are going to be doing now is going directly into the next stitch right here, and we're going to go into each stitch across directly. So just wrap your yarn around your hook and go into that stitch here and place a double crochet on top of it. Then go into the next stitch and place a double crochet on top of that, and into the next stitch and place a double crochet on top of that. And there we go. So this is what our solid granny square is going to start looking like. And now we've reached a corner, so we are simply going to be repeating what I've showed you previously, which is 2 double crochets in that space. So 1, 2, chain 2, and place another 2 double crochets inside that corner. 1 and 2. And now we are simply going to be placing yet again a double crochet into each stitch across. So just go ahead and place a double crochet on top of each stitch across like so. And then we've reached a corner yet again, so just place 2 double crochets into that, chain 2 and 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and this is what round 2 is going to look like. So it's pretty straightforward as a pattern. I'm going to be honest, it's not really a very difficult pattern, it's pretty easy. And now we're just going to go into each stitch across. So just go ahead and place a double crochet into each stitch across. We've reached the corner space right here, so just go ahead and place 2 double crochets into that, chain 2 and 2 double crochets into this. And now we simply are going to complete our round. So basically we need to place a double crochet on top of each stitch. Obviously this first chain 3 that we did counts as our first double crochet and goes with this stitch. So we've got 2 double crochets to place. So 1 and 2. There we go. And there we are. we've finished our number of stitches that we need, and we are simply going to slip stitch to the top of this here to complete this round, and this is what it's going to look like. So it's absolutely gorgeous and it's really easy. So basically what we are going to be doing is repeating row 2 over and over, and obviously our stitch count is going to grow. So I'm just going to show you row 3, the beginning, just to show you what to do. So 1, 2, 3. Again, I like to turn my work when I'm doing granny squares because I think it avoids it looking really funny. So yes, anyway, so I always turn my work, and this goes with this stitch. And now we are simply going to be placing a double crochet into each stitch across, so until we reach the corner space. Obviously, as we go along, we will have more stitches. So basically just go into the next stitch and place a double crochet. So just go into the next stitch and place a double crochet into that, and into the next stitch and place a double crochet into that, and into the next stitch and into the next stitch. Now we've reached the corner, so we are simply going to be placing 2 double crochets. It's very repetitive. Oops. So 1 and 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and again place another 2 double crochets in the corner. And basically you are simply going to be placing a double crochet into each stitch across. So again, just go across, and obviously your stitches, you're going to have more and more stitches as you go along, which makes sense. So basically just carry on doing this. So I've almost finished this side, so just I've almost reached a corner. So again, once you reach the corner, just place 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and just go along. So again, just repeat this. So I'm just going to let you carry on with this pattern because I think it's pretty straightforward. Now it's just a basic repeat, so I'm just going to let you carry on until you reach this part, and then I'll show you briefly how to carry on. So here we go. I've finished my row. I've placed a double crochet into each and every stitch in the round. And so I'm just going to slip stitch to the top like so to finish this round off. And basically you're just going to repeat this over and over. And if you have any doubt about how many stitches you need, just count the numbers that you have here and then make sure you've got the right number on top, and you should be good. So I'm just going to let you carry this on until you reach row 25. So I did 25 rows, and that corresponds exactly to 3 skeins of Caron Baby Cakes. However, if you want to make it bigger or smaller, that's entirely your choice. And then once you've done your blanket, I will show you how I've done my border. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to make the border. Obviously, it will be on your much larger blanket. So I'm gonna, what I am going to do is attach my Stylecraft Aran yarn onto my finished project. And once I've done that, for the border, I'm just going to chain 1. So once I've chained 1, which also counts as our first single crochet, I'm going to simply place a single crochet on top of each double crochet along. So just go ahead and place a single crochet on top of each double crochet along. So I'm just going to pop a double crochet into this one too, right here. And then once you reach the corner, you are going to be placing 2 single crochets into that. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and then place 2 single crochets, into that same corner. And now we are simply going to be placing a single crochet on top of each double crochet from the previous row. So just go into each double crochet and single crochet into those, and you are going to be repeating this process until you reach your first chain 1, and you are simply going to slip stitch through that. So I'm just going to show you what to do. So I'm just going to let you carry on, and then I'll show you what to do when we reach this point. Okay, so I've single crocheted all around and I've reached my chain 1. So I'm simply going to be slip stitching through that to finish this round. So there we go, I've slip stitched. And this is what it looks like. And so for the second row of this border, so this border is a chain arc border, a border I absolutely adore, as you know. We are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this, so just chain 3, then skip 1 stitch and go into the next and place a single crochet into that. You are simply going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip 1 stitch and go into the next and place a single crochet into that. Chain 3, skip 1 stitch and go into the next. Chain 3, skip 1 stitch and go into the next. Chain 3, and skip 1 stitch and go into the next. And we've also reached the corner. So for the corner, we are simply going to just carry on what we are doing. We are simply, so this is what it looks like. I hope you can see this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We are simply going to chain 3. So I'm at the corner. We're just gonna skip 1 stitch and go into the next. So basically, you're just going to carry on this process, chain 3, skip 1 stitch and go into the next, and so on and so forth. And this is what it's going to look like. And I'll meet you back at the end of this round. Okay, so I've almost finished this round, and I hope you can see how gorgeous this pattern looks. And basically what we are going to be doing to finish off this round, so I've got a few stitches left. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again skip 1 stitch and go into this and place a single crochet into that. And this is what it's going to look like. And once you've done that, you are simply going to snip off your yarn and do this. Pull, and there you go. All you need to do is tidy up your loose ends. Also, what I would recommend doing for extra security, so this at the center, so this is the center of your project, simply pull on it, just pull on the loose end to tighten it, pop your needle through it, and just go ahead and sew your loose end through there, like so. And there we go. And this secures the center of your blanket. There we go, I've snipped it off. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did. And until next week, take care. Bye bye.